Good morning, angels. Michael here with the Hope Scope for April 21st through the 27th, 2014. And I decided that I was going to break out some of my most calming and relaxing crystals and flowers today because this week is all about intense change. So yes, we might just be feeling a little bit more intense than usual, a little bit more pressure than we usually feel, because there is some major celestial activity going on, which I will touch on, and it is really helping us to transform our lives, and sometimes there's some growing pains associated with that. So if you do feel like you're in a pressure cooker this week, or you feel like there is just so much intense energy building within you, it's going to be a great idea to take a deep breath, be mindful, and just practice really being in the present, because that really is where your power lies this week. As it does always, but this week especially, it is going to be very helpful to practice mindfulness. Now, I guess the main event of this week is the Cardinal Grand Cross. And this is occurring between eclipses, so this is even more powerful and even more intense. And so what this really means, this Cardinal Grand Cross between eclipses, is that this is opening a portal to uncharted territory. It's opening up a new chapter of our lives. Many of us are feeling this. This has been the case in many of my readings with people, so I know that this really is happening on a grand scale. In fact, it's happening to every single person on the planet. Now, if you happen to be born within a few days of January 4th, April 3rd, July 5th, or October 6th, within a few days of those dates in any year, you are going to be directly affected by this energy, even more so than others. So if those dates are around one of your birthdays, give or take a few days, very crucial that you are really calm and practicing some deep breathing this week, because you really are going to feel these intense changes and this pressure urging you to change your life in a really big, dramatic way. This is all positive, though. This is such an amazing, blessed time. We're so blessed to be living in this time where we have the choice to really kind of break from our cocoons and transform into the butterflies that we're meant to be. So this really is a great time. But like I said, we might be feeling a little bit of that added tension, and it might be a little uncomfortable this week. So if you do feel that explosive energy building within you, really a great idea to keep calm, keep grounded, go outside, avoid doing or saying something that you can't undo. It's really important to keep our words and our thoughts positive this week because, like I said, we are transforming into the next best versions of ourselves. So really practice being in the moment and being the very best that you can be. So, with that all being said, I thought it would be appropriate this week to use a few different decks because we have a few different planets creating a lot of energy for us. So this week I am going to be using 3 decks. The first I'm going to be using is my Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And I'm actually going to try to shuffle these without catching on fire because this is a new position for me. So I appreciate your prayers for me to stay inflammable. Or if that's, I don't know, maybe I don't want to be flammable. Whatever the case, I'm setting the intention that this card for the beginning of the week really helps us to channel Archangel Michael and use this guidance to best navigate Monday and Tuesday of this week. So let's see. I have a feeling it's this card right here. And so the first card of the week is lean on God and the angels for support. This is straight from Archangel Michael. So Archangel Michael really is saying that this is going to be a big week, and it's really important to lean on God, lean on the angels. So many people I know, including myself, we know the angels are there. We believe in God, or we believe in a higher power. Sometimes the word God triggers some people. We believe in a higher power. We know that there is this energy, this force of love that is guiding our lives and really working behind the scenes, but we don't always lean on God, the universe, spirit, for support. And so Archangel Michael is saying, please lean on me in the beginning of this week. Let me help you And the prayer for the opening of this week is, Dear God and angels, I give you this situation, this incredibly intense week now, and completely. I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. So if you're having a tough time in the beginning of the week, just know that you can lean on God and the angels, and they will help you. That's what they're there for. So now moving into the middle of the week, I am going to be using my Archangel Raphael Healing Oracle Card Deck by Doreen Virtue. I don't know if you can see those. And these cards are great for just what I'm talking about this week, with really staying calm, focusing on being healthy and being our best selves. So I thought that that would be appropriate. And so for the middle of the week, I feel like this card wants to come through. Okay. In the middle of the week, we have stretch. Now, I find this really appropriate for more than one reason, because yes, stretching and the stretch card does imply stretching our physical bodies, really creating some kind of limberness or, easing tension within our bodies, because like I said, this is going to be a tense week. So in the middle of the week, take every opportunity you have to stretch your physical body. But also, what I feel like Archangel Raphael is saying here is this week is going to be a stretch more than just physically. This is going to be about really stretching yourself spiritually, stretching yourself emotionally, really reaching for the stars in the middle of the week. Because the further we stretch and the more we give of ourselves that we maybe wouldn't usually do, that is really helping us to solidify this new person that we're becoming. In the middle of the week. And in the middle of the week is really when we're going to be feeling this Cardinal Grand Cross energy like, whoa. So it's okay. If you're leaning on God and the angels, just know that you can stretch and you can reach out, go out on a limb and really reach for that highest good, your biggest desires and your biggest wishes and dreams, because this is the week to really set the tone to realize all of that. So make sure in the middle of the week, you are not only stretching and doing yoga, if that's something you do, or just touching your toes, whatever, but also really reaching for the stars and reaching for the highest good. Okay, so for the end of the week, since, again, this is all about being chill and connecting with nature and really keeping a cool head, I thought it would be great to use my Doreen Virtue and Robert Reeves Flower Therapy Oracle cards. So we are just going to pull a flower card for the end of the week. Still trying not to catch fire. Okay. Let's see what's going on. I feel like the card for the end of this week is right here. Okay. And so the end of the week, we have the azalea. If I can prop the azalea up really quickly. The azalea, such a beautiful flower. And the azalea is speaking to a wise soul. So again, I feel like this totally makes sense because we are getting in touch with our wisdom at the end of this week after this huge event astrologically and really opening up this new doorway, this new portal to our future. We are getting in touch with our wisdom. So this card says your soul carries ancient wisdom. Please embrace it as you have the knowledge to help those around you. So by leaning on God and the angels in the beginning of the week, I feel like we are really being given the strength to stretch ourselves and to kind of ease the tension that we would normally really be carrying on our shoulders. And by doing that, and by walking through this portal and being our best selves and really stretching for that new way of doing and thinking and believing, that we really transform ourselves and come out of this Grand Cross as much more healthy, relaxed, and more importantly, wiser people. Not that we're not wise people to start with, but being more in touch with said wisdom and really expressing that. So, if you get a chance, please go out and grab some azaleas to put around the house to remind you of the ancient wisdom that lies within each and every one of us, and that now is really the time for us to let the games go. Let the ego go. That's what I feel like they're telling me. no more BS. No more worrying about who is better or more talented or richer or prettier. No more of these, physical thoughts that are weighing us down and keeping us from our higher selves. Now is the time to really embrace the spiritual. And we're on earth, so the physical isn't going anywhere until we go back to spirit, but really to set the focus on bringing our spiritual selves and our wisdom from the ethers down into this physical and manifest it and really create a better world. And having that better world start within each and every one of us. So you guys, I am wishing you all so much love, so much light, and just ease for this amazing week we have ahead of us. If you guys are dealing with the tension, which I'm bound we're all going to feel, and you would like to book a private reading, feel free to hit me up on my Facebook page, Seasons Readings, or email me to schedule an appointment at seasonsreadings@gmail.com. Either will do. I will get back in touch with you as soon as possible, and we will schedule something and talk about what's going on in your particular situation and how you particularly are facing this growth and your own massive potential. So I look forward to connecting with you on that. And until next week, guys, I love you so much. My thoughts and my prayers and my love is with you. So much love, so much light. And I will talk to you guys next week on the other side of this Grand Cardinal Cross. Much love.